All right, enough Super Cup. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
Man, I've been wanting to say that for weeks.
No, I've missed it.
La Liga kicks off this weekend. Jules, can Julien Alvarez and Robin Lenormand turn Atleti into legit challengers? What do we make of Barca?
It's a good question. For Atleti, yeah, certainly a better team. And I don't think they even finished in terms of the transfer window. Let's talk about Gallagher. I think they were linked with N'Golo Kante as well, which I don't see in this one happening.
They need to balance some books there, too.
Yeah, too. You're right. But Joao Felix, we expect him to go somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. I don't know, but somewhere, surely. So I like what Atletico have done. Listen, I don't think anybody come close to this Real Madrid team anyway. So it's who is best for second place. And
you have them ahead of Barca in the Flickolution.
Yeah. What about you? I saw them against Monaco, Barca, and I was very disappointing.
It just hands down. I mean, the condition of Gavi when he comes back and stuff is such a major question mark. And also, I do think they're going to have financial restrictions again.
Yeah,
and, we've seen it in the past. Oh, look, we signed Dani Olmo.
Yeah, okay, but
you register him next year. I mean, come on.
I know. Gab, let's turn to Serie A as well. Who is best placed, according to you, to knock off Inter as champions?
Ooh, I would probably say Milan right now.
Yeah.
I think they still have work to do. They still need a defensive midfielder.
Fofana should be on his way soon.
We've been saying for months.
No, I know, but
and they have a very handsome Paulo Fonseca. I think Juve are going to be better, but there is. I really like kind of that dynamic Douglas Luiz, Kefren Turan midfield and everything.
And Thiago Motta, obviously.
Thiago Motta, but it is still a massive change in mentality, massive change in approach. I think it's going to take time, but I think they're going to be better. I'm not Team Conte and Napoli, as you know, for many reasons.
I know.
I think Roma is still very much a work in progress. And honestly, right now, I would put Atalanta easily, as I said earlier, in the top 3 or 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Jules, Bayer Leverkusen didn't just hang on to Xabi Alonso. They managed to keep the gang together.
Yeah.
It's looking really tight in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, I think I like a lot of the signings that the 3 big ones, the 3 big clubs have done. Bayern Munich, Dortmund, and Bayer Leverkusen. You mentioned Xabi Alonso. They signed Martin Terrier and Belocian, Alex Garcia. And they also kept, obviously, Wirtz
they kept
and
everybody.
Boniface. And everybody.
They kept the people who matter.
Even Jonathan Tah, who we thought might leave at some point. So Bayern have looked good in terms of the recruitment. Palinha, Olise, and Ito, although Ito is injured already. But Olise, the form that we've seen him being in the Olympics, I think would be a great signing for them. And for Dortmund, obviously new coach in Nuri Sahin, but some really good signing like Bayer recently. So I think it's going to be really open. More than ever maybe between those 3.
A lot of volume from Dortmund, and Pascal Gross we're big fans of.
Yeah.
Guirassy did it. The question obviously is, can he repeat? Anton, I think, is going to help at the back. I mean, by the way, Stuttgart, they got pillaged by everybody.
Which we kind of expected.
But I wonder how he feels about extending his contract at that point. Like, he clearly didn't, Sebastian Hoeneß clearly didn't get any kind of guarantees.
No, that's true.
By the way, I'll tell you what, if he can repeat, having lost so many players, that guy's going places. Yeah, no question about it.
Absolutely.
It's your question to me.
Yeah, Mark Ogden reports that Mauricio Pochettino has agreed to become the US men's national team head coach, Gab, replacing Greg Berhalter, our friend. Is a good choice for you?
Pochettino's our friend too.
Yeah, he's our friend.
We're friends with everyone.
We're all friends.
You know what? The more I think about it, the more I like it. The more I have issues. Look, my issues with Pochettino, we've been through in the past. I think he's got tremendous strengths, tremendous weaknesses. I think he's a really good match for the US. He's going to work with what he has.
Yeah.
He can't go and break balls upstairs.
Yeah.
Sometimes done. He's worked with Crocker before at Southampton, so there's an existing relationship. They know eyes wide open what they're going into. I like the fact, obviously, he's a fluent Spanish speaker as well.
Yeah.
It's a new experience for him. He's never done this. He's going to have to work differently. I think he's going to have to adjust his workloads. I think he knows all that. But, I mean, you get to coach the host nation in a World Cup.
I know. That's also very appealing. Yeah,
that's pretty good. So, yeah, I would have stuck with Berhalter. But if you can't do that, would agree better option than Gareth Southgate?
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
Right. Ligue 1 also getting underway, Jules. Your boys Paris Saint-Germain and Le Havre playing Friday night. On paper, and look, I've been on holiday, so I just kind of looked at the ins and outs stuff. looks to me like everybody got worse other than Marseille and my boy Roberto De Zerbi.
No, I mean, I think Monaco are a better team than they were last season, for example. I think Lyon are a better team than they were last season. So, no, I disagree
But Textor's
with that.
still there, no?
Yeah, but they've recruited well.
We kid, JT, we kid.
We kid. Our PSG, this is a PSG without stars for the first time in a very long time, like as in superstars, superstars. So we're gonna have to see collectively.
Did Marquinhos leave?
No, but there's still Donnarumma and Marquinhos. There's still some really good players in there. I like João Neves as a new signing. And
pretty much the only likely new starter that they've added thus far.
Yeah. Or Desiree Doué maybe can find a place in that team, and he's also a very good young, promising player. But yeah, it's different not to have Messi, Neymar, and Kylian anymore up front, for example, and instead having Barcola, Gonzalo Ramos, and Ousmane Dembele. So we'll have to see. I believe they will be better collectively, maybe, than what they were. Is that enough? I don't know, but we will see.
I'm assuming I've been tracking the Osimhen thing all summer, right?
Yeah.
And it seems to me like, Napoli are handling this really, they're not in their interest, frankly.
Yeah.
As far as I know, the only big team that could use and afford Osimhen, unless Chelsea find the magic PSR key, who knows?
Yeah.
Are
PSG.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Are we assuming he's going to rock up at the Parc des Princes circa
maybe.
August 30th? And
it would make sense, although you need to obviously sell one of Gonzalo Ramos or Ronald Colomani. Yeah, you can't have 3 number 9s like that in your squad. It would be silly.
Yeah, sell Randall, obviously.
Yeah, you would think so. Multiple outlets report that Manchester City's case for breaching financial rules is set to begin on September 16th. Gab, and that we could have a verdict in the new year. The Premier League CEO, Richard Masters, was saying that it's self-evident that this has to be resolved now. Yeah,
nobody. I love Richard Masters. These things that everybody agrees with. He's right. Like, this has been dogging the Premier League. This shadow's been hanging over the Premier League for what, 5-6 years now. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? City need to be cleared, or need to be found guilty, and this has to move on. Now, my concern, though, given that lawyers, my favorite people in the world, are involved. They can say, it's going to start September 16th, and then wait for some other vermin lawyer to crawl out saying, oh, no, we need more time, or whatever. The Times reporting, they hope in January maybe they'll have a verdict. Who knows? Yeah. But interesting, the bookies are taking it seriously. Manchester City, 8-1 to be relegated. I think it's obviously just a hedge.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I know.
No Champions League for Jose Mourinho this season, as a late Jonathan David penalty sends Lille past Fenerbahce in the Champions League qualifiers. Jules, the special one says the Europa League is the right level in this moment for his team.
Come on, please. I mean, this is such a Jose Mourinho deflecting. The fact that Fenerbahce are better than Lille, they should have beaten Lille. There's still another round of qualifiers, so they would have played Slavia Prague, who are the team that
powerhouse Slavia Prague, yeah.
And even there, Fenerbahce would have been the favorite going into that game with the players that they have, from Saint-Maximin to Dzeko to everybody, and to Mourinho on the bench. So this is a bad result for them. This is really like a failure for him not to have at least progressed and beat this Lille team in this round of qualifiers.
Yeah, FYI, Lille achieved, I thought, a minor miracle last season, finishing where they finished in Liga.
Yeah.
They lost their manager.
Yeah.
They've lost other players. I mean,
key players, yeah.
Yeah, it's, come on.
No, exactly. Bruno Fernandes has extended his contract with Manchester United until 2027, with a club option for another year after that, Gab. He's 30 next month. You don't like this deal, do you?
No, I hate this deal. And it's got nothing to do... No, listen.
I know you so
No. This is like... Run the club like a business, right?
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes has 2 years left on his contract, right?
Yeah.
People say, he signed a 3-year deal. It's not a 3-year deal. It's a 1-year extension and a raise, okay? If he wants a new deal, you just say, hey, Bruno, wait and see. The reason I don't like this is because you are now locked into him for another 3 seasons. Mm-hmm. Your manager may change.
Yeah.
And Bruno Fernandes, it's not like he's a right back. He's a guy who's critical to the team. He's phenomenal. He's United's best player. Everything you want. But what if you bring somebody in who wants to play a different way, who's not, why tie yourself like this when you don't want to? You can make this decision in 6 months' time.
Yeah.